Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I know it's like twice in this month. Whoa, I'm catching up, guys. But yeah, I just actually thought of something. We always talk about dance or cheer, things like that, but I thought let's focus on the singing aspect because I was trying to do a lot of art stuff, but I haven't really done the music side of art. So we're gonna do that right now. Uh, okay, let me get a chair first. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you a few tips on singing. I'm not a professional by any means, but in singing, not even close. But I have a few skills here and there in singing, so I think I'm gonna give you some tips. So, if you're sitting when you're singing, try to keep your back straight up. Don't slouch or sit back in the chair unless it's like one of those chairs that's actually meant for singing. Then, like, you can actually sit back in it because it does help your posture a little bit. But you want to try to keep your butt like literally right up next to it, and try to keep your feet flat on the floor. So if you're like me, you might be short and you can't do both, but you might have to move to like the edge of the seat, but you're good. You're good. So yeah, that's tip number one. Number two, um, actually going back to number one, I suggest standing whenever you're singing because it always helps you remember the fact that you're supposed to like have the posture or whatever, because like you're actually, yeah. But anyway, okay, number two, try to think of like a spiral whenever you're singing those long notes, in order to sustain it. A lot of times music teachers, they might do that forward, and it's like they're trying to make you think of like you're looping it. Like you're not just doing one straight note. You're like sustaining your voice by using a driving factor. And I kind of think of this as like a screwdriver, um, and like those mechanical ones, and they just keep on going around and around. That's what I think of. Like you do it continuous, and you think if you think of it as like a loop, like you're like going around in a circle, not just a straight line. I find that it helps my voice at least sustain a little better. Um, so yeah. Number three, um, this might sound obvious, but like especially if you're in music, but make sure that you're not bright. And that might sound a little weird if you're not like a music expert or anything, or you haven't like taken any music classes. But like when you're bright singing, it's like you're doing this, like you're smiling when you're singing, and you want to make sure that it's like oh instead of e, because that sounds weird. So like if you say this is me, that's very bright, and that's not, it's a little nasally, to be honest. And sometimes you do want nasally, but you want a sustained nasally because whenever you're bright, you really can't sustain a note for very long. So you want to try, this is me. Like, no, it's not like a, ooh, but, but it's like still like a sustained way of holding my mouth, holding my jaw. You know, I'm not doing, this is me. There's a little difference. I don't know why I'm doing this is me, but anyway. Anyway, all number four, always start with vocal warm-ups. So just like body warm-ups with like any workout, you always want to start with a warm-up. And that's no different with your voice. So you want to try to warm up your voice like with Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. And you just keep on going up and up and up. Or you could do 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're kind of like going up a scale. Then you go down. And yes, it's a lot of brain power as well, but it's really just doing 1, 1, 2, 1. Like if you think of it as a pyramid, you just keep on going up that pyramid. You go up and then you fall down a little bit. You go up even further, but then you fall down even further. You go up even further and then you fall down a little further. So that's how I always visualize, because I'm a visual learner a lot of times, and I always have to visualize singing. I know a lot of people can, well, not a lot of people, but I know there's a very rare thing where like you can see colors whenever you sing or listen to music, and I just find that so incredible. Or they can see shapes, and I find that fascinating. Um, and that probably really helps people a lot whenever they're singing. Um, like it can probably really help you like visualize um, how your own brain can visualize things instead of just sticking to the normal visualization things. Um, so yeah. Yeah, you can do those warm ups, or you can do "Mommy made me mash my M&Ms, oh my," or "I love to sing, I love to sing." And whenever you do those little, think of a little hill. You're going da 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 da. You know, you're building up, and then you hit the point, because then and then you have to go down, kind of like a roller coaster. It's like you're building up, you hit the top, and then you fall down. Maybe not like that, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay. So yes, vocal warm ups are key. You Number 6. I think we're at number 6. Look, it's a Sunday, so my brain might not be all there, but you can do some facial warm ups as well. That's a little weird. You might think it's a little weird, but it actually really helps you get your mouth and face relaxed for what you're about to do in singing. Um, so you massage your throat. Obviously, there's like the voice box right there. You can definitely feel it if you take your fingers. Um, if you stretch out your neck, you kind of see the little indents right there usually, and that's where you press. And you press up and down at them. A lot of people, whenever they're sick, you press that to see if it's like swollen or anything because of the lymph nodes there. But it's also a very good massager. Don't press too hard. I don't want you to like choke or anything. But yeah, it's a good massager. Okay. You can also rub against your chin. You can do lemon face and lion face. So there's like tart. So you do a little lemon face, and then you do lion face. So you have to like roll into it. With that, there's also chewing your face. And that's pretty much the same thing, just a little faster. You do, I know it looks a little weird, but it actually really helps your jaw get into the movement of everything. It helps awaken your mouth, your jaw muscles, even your nose. And that can help you get into your head voice a little easier. Um, Yeah, you can press all around your ears and your jaw, even your nose sometimes. Just waking up your whole face a little bit can help you a lot. Okay, so number 7, if I'm counting right, is also working out your entire body. You have a diaphragm that you really sing from, and it's like right underneath your ribs. And that's what also gives you hiccups, by the way. Um, it's like a contraction, a really fast contraction. I mean, it gives you hiccups, and you have to work that out too a little bit. So you can do a feed me, which is like also getting your register, but it can also and your register a lot of times in your lower register works your diaphragm a lot. So if you're working your register, you work your lower part and you really work that diaphragm. It also helps with breath control, which works your diaphragm, because you kind of do this, you try to do this kind of in all one breath. So you do, feed me, hey, hey you, my. Hey, Mama! I can go a little higher, but I really don't want to because my parents are here and that sounds a little weird. Okay. You can also do a full body because, like I said, you want to get your body working as well. You can do a full body register check. So you start at your knees and you do zoo. So it's just a little weird. But do zoo. Whoa, like you're doing hula, and then you do, wow, guys, wow, okay, there's, like, love, and you do kind of like you're pulling 2 knives out, okay? You just got stabbed in the back and stabbed in your heart. Okay. And you do, and that kind of gets to the top of your throat. So we started down like here, and we're working our way up. We do, and then we do, like we're like throwing something out or whatever, blowing something out. Neat. There's also da 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 da. Or you could do ba 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 ba. And yeah, pay. Is at the top, and it's like how people say like you're a puppet, and you pull up your string. You're kind of like using your finger to wrap around that string. You're doing and getting to the very top. So everyone is going to have a different register. You might not be able to get very high with that. But if you're a soprano 1, I expect you to get that really top one. I feel like there were more to that. There was like, there's definitely something to that. But you can always add whatever sounds you want. That's just kind of like a general basis to it. That really helps you get out of your comfort zone, loosen up your body, and also helps with getting the feeling of lower register to higher register. But yeah, you can always change the different letters or the different sounds. Like, generally stick to the same sounds, but because generally like those letters are specifically because of like how high you can get with it. Like re, like you can get pretty high if you do like a at the end. Okay, so I think that might be all I have, but I also do suggest listening to professionals, because that can also really help you figure out where you stand in the music industry. even if you're not like looking to go into like a career in music, it's always important to know your vocal status, if that makes sense. Like, don't rate yourself on like, oh, well, I'm definitely not better than Ed Sheeran, but I think I could probably beat Ariana Grande in a singing battle. I don't. I definitely could not beat her in a singing battle. Okay, sorry if you're watching this, or sorry if like she sees this part. But yeah, no, I could definitely not beat any of them. I can sing okay. I can sing okay. But yeah, I like to listen to younger singers, people that are around my age, because it helps me. Because like as you get older, your voice changes and your voice matures, and that goes along not just with your talking voice, but your singing voice. So if I listen to people that are in the same group as me, so I'm generally put in soprano 2. I've been put in alto. I've been put in soprano 1. So like mezzo soprano. Let's go with that. And so I listen to people that have both, that are more mezzo soprano and are around my age, so that I can hear like different cues, or so that I can help myself grow. Like, how does it? I have trouble sometimes going from my chest voice to my head voice, like sliding into it. So sometimes I listen to people to hear how well do they do it. How I even watch the videos. How do their how does their voice how's their voice affected by the facial expressions that they use, or the movements that they make, because maybe that could help. So listen to other artists, look at music videos or anything to help you with that. And yeah, I love doing that. I listen to Julie and the Phantoms a lot. Yeah, I really like doing that because I feel like she's very close to my Julie is very close to my range. So find that one person that you feel has a good range, um, that you feel is close to what your voice sounds like, or what you want it to sound like. Don't aim too high. Build your way up to that Ariana Grande, you know. Um, um, but find that person that you feel has a similar range to you. See how well they change from their chest to their head voice. See how well they work with their brightness, and improve on yours, or whatever you need to look for. uh, Music is all about how you feel. Um, there's nothing more therapeutic than music. Yeah. So that's my TED Talk for the day. Yep. Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend. At least right now, it's still my weekend. I don't know where you guys are, but East Coast, still the weekend. So, yeah, afternoon. Good afternoon, kind sirs and madams, and I'll see you all later in the next video. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on that notification bar, and I will see you next time. Bye.